is attentive, and that smaller extent is less. Now, David, last night we were all stricken by the dreaded lurgy.
Yes.
You know, you brought up this lovely word talking about a disease from the Goon Show that came into the language from the Goon Show, and somebody who was good at trying to manage germs from a while back was Pasteur.
Pasteur, Louis Pasteur, much better than Dr. Nettie Seagoon from the Goons. Now, Louis Pasteur was deemed to be the father of microbiology. He was a chemist in the 1800s in France, and he boiled milk to try and oust all the microorganisms to immunise against anthrax in particular, and rabies as well. And this process he called pasteurisation. Or at least that was a word that was afforded to this process.
Well, it sounds a bit like a branding exercise.
Well, it does a bit. In fact, there is the Pasteur Flask, there is the Pasteur Institute. But interestingly, there was another chemist by the name of Edward Jenner about a century before Pasteur. And he was no less brilliant, really, because he noticed that amongst all the milkmaids in his region, none of them had smallpox. And he started putting two and two together, a little bit like the letters and numbers idea. But what he realised was that they were actually catching a very mild version of smallpox called cowpox from their job. So he then created a vaccine of smallpox and inoculated all the people in the village against smallpox, which is a far worse disease. And he called it a vaccine because it's named after vacca, the Latin word for cow.
That's where the connection comes in, actually, with a cow. So the first vaccine was definitely cow-related.
It was, and in fact, if you think about it, had he been a little bit more egotistical or a bit more brand conscious, we would all be talking about our generation, if you like, with a J. But he went for vaccination, which is far more modest, but just as effective.
It certainly is. Great backstory. Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Let's look at the scores tonight. Sushma is on 7 and David is on 14 as we head into our next letters round. And Sushma, you to choose.
Can I have a consonant, please? Thank you. M. Another consonant, please. G. Can I have another consonant, please? T. Can I have a vowel, please? U. Can I have another consonant, please? D. Can I have a vowel, please? A. Can I have a consonant, please? P. And can I have a vowel, please? E. And finally, another consonant. And last letter, L.
30 seconds. So, Sushma, how many from that?
5.
5. Okay, David?
5 for me as well.
5 for you. Let's start with yours.
Leapt.
And your 5?
Gaped, G-A-P-E-D.
Gaped, leapt. No worries?
Yes, 5 points each. But after all that talk of disease, the plagued is there, and it would have smallpox would have plagued Jenner's village.
Nice find, David. But 5 points each for David and Sushma. Let's have some more letters from you, David, please.
Start with the consonant again, please, Lee.
S.
Another one.
F.
Try one more.
G.
A vowel.
I.
Another consonant.
T.
Another vowel.
E.
A consonant.
H.
Another consonant.
N.
And a vowel to finish, please.
And last letter, U.
Time to think. How did you go, David?
6.
And Sushma?
6 for me as well, thanks.
Let's have yours first.
Fights.
And David?
Same word, fights.
Same word. Would you verify that you've both got fights?
If you could just square up, if you could. Well done, a good 6. I was hoping fuse night might have been a word, Richard.
Oh, I think that is a little bit ambitious.
It is a little ambitious, nothing like it. Fishnet was here, but only with a hyphen. I did find hefting, which is another word for lifting, for 7.
Well found. Well done, David and Sushma. 6 each. Let's see what we can do with our next lot of numbers. And Sushma, what combination would you like?
I will stick with the happy family mix. 2 large and 4 small. Thanks, Lily.
Thanks, Sushma. That's 2 large and 4 small. And starting with the smalls, 7, 10, 3, 1, and the 2 large, 50 and 100. The target to reach is 876.
Thanks, Lily. Here we go. Well, Sushma, you're shaking your head. How did you go?
Well, I'm 4 off 880.
Oh, 4 off is good. Well done. 880, David.
One better, 879.
879, just that little bit closer. Well done. So what did you do?
10 minus 1
10 minus 1 is 9.
is 9 times by the 100 for 900.
By the 100 is 900.
7 times the 3 is 21. Take them away,
Is 21. Take that away is
879.
879.
So, well done, David. You're only 3 away from the target. How did you go with this one, Lily?
Boy, it was tricky, but I got there in the end. Now, 100 minus 7 is 93. By the 10 is 930. And 930 minus 50 is 880. And we're 4 away, so if you take away the 3 and take away the 1 is 876.
Wow, it did look tricky, but a very nice solution. Well done, Lily. But David also scored 7 points. So our total at the moment, Sushma on 18, David on 32. As we head for another break, another word mix for you. This time, test, toil. And the clue, a weapon you wear on your foot. Back in a while.